Hello guys, in this video I've got 15 easy dinner ideas for you, so let's get started. I've got some chicken breast here which I've cut in half and my partner's just flattening it out for me. I've got an egg mixture, panko crumbs, smoked paprika, garlic salt, regular salt and some onion powder. And we're probably going to do this in bulk, so that's why you've got a whole plate of chicken breast, sorry, you guys can see there. And then I had some leftover pasta sauce which I'm going to use up and some cheese. So I know a lot of people coat their chicken breast in some normal regular flour as well. We didn't have any on hand, so we kind of just do the panko mixture. I'm just shallow frying it because my partner doesn't have an air fryer. If I was making this at my place, I would have tossed this in the air fryer. That way it's a little bit healthier with like less of the oil and grease. In a separate pan, I heated up the pasta sauce, added some cheese. Once everything was cooked, I just poured it on top of my chicken schnitzel and served it on the side with some coleslaw. In this next meal, I've got the same type of breading mixture, but instead of chicken breast, I'm going to be using some eggplant. And I've also got some minced garlic there. I'm going to make a garlicky yogurt dip, which I'll show you guys. So once the eggplant is coated, as you can see, my partner's helping me again today. I am shallow frying it again, but if I was at my place, I would have tossed that in the air fryer. It's just a lot healthier than cooking with oil. Nonetheless, this was my first time making these little crumbed eggplant fingers and they were really, really delicious. This is an older video that I'm showing you guys today. I actually had background music before, but you guys preferred me doing a voiceover, so I've kind of just taken that video down and edited this version for you. So I've got some pasta sauce, garlic aioli, and that little yogurt garlicky dip that I made. So in this clip, I'm parboiling some cabbage leaves just to make it a bit softer and more pliable. And then I'm going to be making a pork mince mixture, which I'm going to add to the cabbage leaves and then I will pan fry it. So you can see I've got a variety of sauces here that I'll be using. Lots of garlic and spring onions that I got from my freezer. Oyster sauce, ABC sauce, Chinese cooking wine, soy sauce, and a bit of fish sauce. I do add in a little bit of sugar and salt as well. If you want to see the full video for how I made the meat mixture with all of the sauces and stuff, check out my cooking vlogs. So in this clip here, I've just spooned on some of that pork mince mixture onto my cabbage leaves. I'm going to fold that and then I'm going to pan fry it. Now, if you don't want to use oil, then you can just steam it with some water. And then once this is all cooked, I tend to add on a little bit of that ABC glaze at the end. I think this is a relatively healthy meal because it's mainly just protein and veg. I mean, the downside is that tiny bit of oil that I use and the sugar from the ABC sauce, but it's still relatively healthy. I am using the same pork mince mixture in this clip, but just with a different vegetable. This time I'm using eggplant. Now, when I make the eggplant, because obviously eggplant absorbs quite a bit of oil, what I tend to do is just put a tiny bit of oil at the bottom of the pan so it doesn't stick, and then I add in water once the heat is really, really hot, so then it helps steam and cook the eggplants. Same thing as the cabbage. Once this is cooked, I tend to add on a little bit of that ABC glaze at the end. I just find that it adds a beautiful finishing touch. So this is the finished product, guys. You can have this on the side with some salad as well if you like. On this particular day, I just ate it as is. And I would have to say this is probably one of my most favorite meals to eat. Relatively simple and relatively healthy. This next meal, I've got some beef patties that I've made. So it's just beef mince, salt, cumin. Once that's cooked through, I add on a little bit of cheese and pop the lid on top so it melts. Now, all of this fat at the bottom of the pan is just from the beef mince. I haven't added any extra oils. So that's my burger. I've got a side of cherry tomatoes and some leftover coleslaw that I had in the fridge. Next clip, guys, I've got some chicken thighs cooking down. When I'm working with like fatty meats like chicken thigh and beef mince, I don't add any oil because you'll see later on that it releases a lot of fat and oil from the protein itself. Veggie wise, I've got some frozen green beans, capsicum, honey soy sauce from the Lee Kum Kee brand, and some onions. Once that chicken's pretty much cooked, I cut it up with some scissors into chunks because I'm lazy. Then I add in the onions, capsicum, the frozen green beans go in at the end because they don't take as long to cook. Generally, when I'm making these type of meals, I just add in whatever veggies I have on hand. Sometimes it's onions and carrots and maybe peas or it's whatever I have in the fridge. It's a great use it up meal and it's very easy for busy households. And we like to serve that on some rice. In this next clip here, I've got some chicken thighs that we've flattened out slightly with some seasoning, which you guys would have seen in the caption. I cook all of them, put them on the plate and put them in the fridge so that way during the week it's really easy. I kind of just microwave my portion. Now all of this flavor down the bottom, don't waste it. I actually toss my veggies in with a little bit of water and cook it in those little burnt bits at the bottom of the pan. I find that it adds so much flavor. So it's got some onions, carrots, and capsicum, which I'm sauteing. And then that's probably going to be the veggie side with my protein. And I also add in some cherry tomatoes at the end. I like them a little bit blistered. Now I also sprinkle on a little bit of feta because I had that in the fridge at the time, I believe. And that's my meal. In this next clip, I've got another super easy meal, loads of capsicum, carrots, and onions, and I've got that Mongolian lamb sauce from Lee Kum Kee. I absolutely love this brand when it comes to like sauces for Asian stir fries. I've got some beef stir fry strips as well. I am sauteing my veggies in a bit of water instead of oil. I personally prefer my carrots and capsicums on the softer end in these type of stir fries, but if you like it more, I guess, crunchy, then you can add it at a later stage. Once it's cooked down, I add in my beef strips, cook that through, then add in the sauce, mix that through, and we tend to serve these type of stir fries on top of some brown rice, or sometimes we'll mix brown with white rice. If you're cutting back on carbs, you can serve this maybe on some lettuce, or lettuce cups would be good, I think. So in this clip here, I believe I bought some lamb souvlaki strips from Coles. I generally just cook up that whole bunch and put it in a bowl in the fridge. So then we just microwave it when we make sandwiches throughout the week. In this pot, I've got some boiling pasta in preparation for my next meal. So I've got tomato paste, loads of garlic, loads of onions, as you guys can see in this clip, and I'm cooking down my beef mince. I don't use oil because beef mince releases a lot of fat. Sometimes I'll need to spoon the fat out as well. Then I add in my onions and garlic, cook that through. This meal is kind of like an Asian fusion pasta. So once I cook that through, I start adding my sauces in. So that's my oyster sauce, sweet soy sauce, a bit of normal soy sauce, and you can also add in a little bit of salt if you like. Once that's all cooked through, I add in quite a decent amount of frozen peas. Just keep in mind this isn't a super healthy meal because there's only like peas as the vegetable in, but it's kind of a yummy, every now and then decadent meal that I like to add into my meal plan mix. So that's the finished product. I did add on some spring onions at the end. Now on the nights where I am lazy or I don't have time, I love to have some ramen, but I like to round out the meal by adding in some veggies. In this case, I've added in some cabbage. Sometimes I like to poach eggs and add some chicken or prawns in as a protein as well. Next clip, I've got some sweet potato that I've chunked up, adding in some olive oil and some thyme leaves, and we're going to toss that in the air fryer just to roast. And then I believe I cooked some lamb cutlets on the side as well. This is a video that I probably created 2 months ago, guys, because in this clip, I think I bought lamb cutlets at $29 a kilo, and now they have skyrocketed to $43 a kilo, so I haven't bought lamb cutlets in quite a while. This is another easy meal, guys. I've got some passata, and I toss in a big bag of family-sized baby spinach, cook that through, and I've got tortellini boiling in a separate pot. Mix that through once it's been strained, and add some cheese on top, and that's another simple meal. This clip, I've got some chicken thighs cooking down. I've got some eggplant diced up, some potatoes diced up, and some onions. This is basically a throw it together meal. So I've got my chicken chunks and onion cooking down. I'm basically using up leftovers and turning it into a meal. So random things that I'm putting together. Chuck the potatoes in, cook that down a little bit with a bit of olive oil and salt. Then I add in my eggplant. I think I add in some water at this point just to help the eggplant soften up. And then I add back in my chicken and onions. Then I season it with smoked paprika, salt, and garlic aioli. So this would have been a meal that I made in January when it was hot. So I've got some Turkish bread, rocket, smoked chicken, tomato, and pasta salad. And I smack that all in a sandwich. Nice and easy for a meal. Next clip, I've got some lamb cutlets that I've purchased when they were $29 a kilo. I've actually cooked the lamb in its own fat, so there's that with some pasta salad and a little sprinkle of cheese on top. So guys, you'll still be seeing my cooking vlogs. I'm just going to upload this video because it's been in my backlog for quite a while. So all of the other cooking vlog style that you guys like will still continue. I'll see you guys in the next video.